clear, I don't have a shred of sympathy for the guys featured in these videos. They're pretty clearly pieces of shit that try to meet up with children so that they can take advantage of them in some of the most horrible ways imaginable. If I saw someone beating up another person that I knew for a fact had been trying to fuck kids, I can't say that calling the cops would be my first, second, or 43rd move even. But if the guy beating up pedophiles starts hiding their faces from the public, and, in turn, the social repercussions that come with being a pedophile, then I can't say that that guy is much better than the pedophiles themselves. A predator that commits suicide will never face consequences. They took the easy way out and will never feel pain again. They don't have to live in the world that they left behind, where their victims still have to...
So let me get this straight. You say you have no type of sympathy for these pedophiles, by the way, adults that mess around with children, okay, which understandable. I totally understand that. But you also say the guy beating him up is no better? Boy, you are no better than an apologist of these pedophiles. In all retrospect, I do not condone violence in most instances, right? Because I don't really think it does that much, per se, in the grand scheme of things. In this case, I'm okay with it. But in most cases, it just doesn't really pay off. And to be honest, I always worry about Jay and Josh getting into legal trouble. I don't want them to have to go through the fines and all that. Their parents, they need to be able to support their family and all that. So I don't really want them going through legal trouble. However, I have nothing bad to say about the way they operate because the police ain't doing shit about this. So sorry to be the bearer of bad news, Mouse Planet. I didn't even know your channel even existed, but here we are. You are speaking slander on my guys, and I don't take that too kindly. So that being said, I got something to say to you. You can say you're not a fan of violence in this particular situation, and that's all well and good. Not to me, but ultimately it's an argument that can be made, I guess, to some extent. However, when you go out of your way and get a little extra with it and say that Josh and Jay are no better than pedophiles, that's where I draw the line. You're a weirdo at that point. A full-fledged weirdo.